I'm unfortunately in a calm state of rage right now because unfortunately me and my family have been disrespected with trespassing once again. I don't even know if the people who trespassed view it that way, and they probably don't. But when you decide to come on someone's property and you have a motive when you do, because here's what happened, and I'm going to be vague because I'm not going to name names. But a person in a position of power in my town used their position of power to come onto my property over the weekend. So it was not a business venture. It was not during work hours. I was not there. And the two girls working in my barn were intimidated because the person led with their position of power when meeting them. And then when introducing themselves, then waved in people into my barn, a couple of people, who then, after being asked not to, and told again and again not to, took photos and videos of every corner and every animal in my barn. Now, I don't have anything to hide in my barn. I show my barn constantly. But to have strangers come onto my property as if they're just allowed to, as if that's not my home, as if that's not a place where my employees should be allowed to do their work without feeling like they're being intimidated by a person of power that they don't know while their employer isn't there, and then being afraid that they did something wrong by, even though they stated, hey, you can't do that, the people didn't listen and continue to do that. That's so not okay. It's so disrespectful. It's using the position that you hold to, impress family members or friends because they were fans who wanted to come see my animals. And so you said, oh, because I'm in this position of power, I'll get you over there. We'll just drive over there. I don't have the same rules as regular civilians. I'm going to go drive over there onto their private property that is posted as private property. And we'll just go traipse around with their most prized possessions and take photos and videos and whatever. So, to those people, that was so disrespectful. You are not welcome on my property. You are not welcome on anyone's property because it's their property and it's my property. It's private property. Do not come on my property, regardless of who you are or what your station in a town is. I don't care. I'm tired of the disrespect for farmers' land, for animals that you don't own. And that goes for anyone that thinks because they want to pet an animal, because they want to feed an animal, because I don't honestly know. If it's not yours, don't go on it. If it's not yours, don't think you have a right to it. So like I said, I will not be naming names. I won't be naming the position of power this person holds. But if they feel so comfortable to use their position of power to trespass and break the law that easily to gain favor from whether it be friends or family who were fans of mine, I find it disturbing. And I think you should really evaluate your boundaries and standards as a professional and how easily you found using your position to break the law on camera even. We have lots of security cameras, so if we had decided to press charges, it would have been very easy, but we're not going to. I'll end this with, stay off my property, no matter who you are, unless you're invited.
So today, we're going to go around and ask people, what sound does a horse make? Do you know? Hey, Blaze.
Yeah.
What sound does a horse make?
Ree! Ree! Ree!
That was good. Oh, I love it. Hey, Kylie. What sound does a horse make?
Nah, 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 nah.
Elena, what sound does a horse make?
Neigh, 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 neigh.
Hey, Liza, what sound does a horse make?
Neigh, neigh, neigh.
Hey, Blaine, what sound does a horse make?
Neigh,
Is that it?
neigh, 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 neigh.
Thank you, Blaine. Hey, Charles, what sound does a horse make?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do.
I'm not around horses.
What do you think they sound like?
I don't know. Moo. Moo, 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 moo.
Thank you, Charles. Hey, Gracie, what sound does a horse make? Noted. Hey, Stephanie, what sound does a horse make?
Neigh, 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 neigh.
Alyssa, what sound does a horse make? It's an owl horse. Winston, what sound does a horse make? You heard it here. Rachel, what sound does a horse make? Neigh, neigh, neigh. Gerardo, what sound does a horse make?
Ying,
That was good!
ying, ying.
Winner.